Chelsea 1, Brighton 3. Chelsea 1, Brighton 3. Now, I don't know how much more of this I can go through. This ain't fun anymore. This is not, and it never was fun. It never was fun. I don't know what our players is on. Normally, when you win a trophy, right? It's supposed to be like it's supposed to boost team morale, and it's supposed to boost our form, right? And going into the new season, we're supposed to be seeing that, meaning against the teams that we're supposed to be beating, right? Teams that regularly come mid-table. It doesn't even matter if it's a extra time winner or we gotta fish for penalties around the 80th minute. We just get the job done, right? Supposed to get the job done. Now, when it comes to this team and getting the job done, from the players to the manager, it's like no one wants to take responsibility. And you know what's the funniest thing? In games like this, Cole would always take the responsibility. The coldest will always take the responsibility. And it got to the point where people called us Palmer FC. And I would have to like defend it. I would say, yo, we're not Palmer FC anymore. We got players like João Pedro, players like Esteval, Jamie Giddens. He slept on. I was saying, yo, Jamie Giddens is slept on. He slept on. Maybe we didn't really improve our defense or the keeper, but you think when our backs is against the wall, we would just turn into an all-out attack team because we keep possession. Against the best sides in Europe, we keep possession. Against the best team in the world this summer, we kept possession, dominated. So you just think, you know what? Our best plan of attack is just defense. Is our best plan of defense is just attack. It's just attack. It's attack. We lose a defender. Okay, cool. Keep the ball, attack. If you have to replace that defender, fine. Someone will have to get sacrificed. Sacrifice the weakest attacker and attack. Just go get some more goals. That's it. Outscore these guys. But now I'm starting to realize that the manager we have, we know his weakness now. His weakness is like Pep. He needs the situation to be almost, if not perfect, to win. He can't win without perfect situations. He's just not one of those type of managers. Maybe he could grow into that because he is new, right? Maybe he could grow into that, but he's an oil money manager. Meaning, if he doesn't have a bag, he can't get no girl. If he doesn't have designer on his body, he can't step to no girl in the club and say, yo, let's go home. Nah. He's not built like that. He's not built like that. He needs to have a Lambo. He gotta have the Montclair on, a Mary Jeans, Gucci shoes, and a Mary hat to go with it. The one with the triple stars. That's the type of manager we have. Because first you do it against Brentford. First against Brentford, right? Or was that even first? Was that even first? Because it's been happening so much. I'm not even sure if that was the first match, right? But it just seems like, and I'm gonna pull it up right here because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to call the games off, right? But Oh, it was Man United. First against Man United. We get a red card. And before he brings on one defender and then one attacker, this guy just absolutely nukes the game. He's on this play it safe shit against one of the worst Man United sides we've ever seen. Kills, nukes the whole attack. And the funny thing is, he himself knows, and he said it before, he's literally said it before in interviews, that when you're down 10 men, you want to at least have some attackers on that can have that threat of going forward just to keep the opposition on their toes, alert to the counter attack. Because if they don't have to be alert to the counter attack, all they're gonna do is just throw pressure on you, and eventually pressure will bust the pipe. First Man United, now Brighton. You're bringing on more defenders and we still concede. You're bringing on defenders and we still concede. Against every team, when we're down 10 men, we lose. He just decides, yo, I give up. If that's going to be a plan of action, let the assistant manager take over at 10 men, okay? If that's going to be a plan of action, yo, we're down 10 men, I'm about to give up, let the assistant manager take over. Because you don't know what you're doing when we're down 10 men. You're ready to start pointing blame. You're ready to start pointing blame. Oh, it's the director of the side. I should have got my center back. I know they spent almost 500 million in the transfer market, but I did need my defenders. And shut up, bro. Shut up. Because you had Leicester City. You played at Leicester City and you wasn't complaining like this at Leicester City. Yeah. And it's not even like you're going against Liverpool, who are significantly just better than us, or a Man City that are, if we go down 10 men, then yeah, that's a guaranteed win for them, or Arsenal. When we go down 10 men, we're going down 10 men to teams we still have a chance against. And here's the funny thing: I seen Newcastle go down 10 men to Liverpool, and they still made it a game where they could have won. Where Liverpool was forced to have their, here's the difference, right? Liverpool's under 17 or under 18 player that's not even rated on the same level and on the world stage as Esteval. Esteval came fourth for that Copa trophy for best youngster in the world, fourth or third, right? If you take a Lamine out of that, then he's third. Rio is not even rated that much, but he's still willing to trust Rio. And they're not doing any young player rebuild. They're not doing it, but they trust their young players to go win them the game. This guy is just tucking his tail. And the thing is, we all know why you're tucking your tail, Maresca, because you want to prove a point to the managers that, oh, you should have just listened to me. You should have just gotten me what I wanted. When you could still do it the same way of trying to win the game. And if you still lose the game, then listen, it's still smarter to do it that way, because even if you still lose the game and you made the right choices, no one can put blame on you. No one could put blame on you. No one could put a blame on you. You did the right choice. You trusted the attackers. You handled the gap in defense by bringing on a defender and sacrificing an attacker, and we still lost. Tough shit. It is what it is. Now we have to turn our attention to the sport directors. But how are we gonna be able to agree with you and be like, oh yeah, it's the sport director's fault, when you scared to make the right decision? You want to always play it safe. You gotta grow some cojones, my friend. What's balls in Italian? What's balls in Italian? You gotta grow some of those. Okay, because this is getting out of hand. Now let's go to the players. Because we handled the lead of the team. Let's go to the players. Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah, you terrorist. I need you to pack your bags and just leave the club. I don't even care about you. Wait until December. Just stop showing up to practice. Leave the club because you obviously don't love Chelsea like how we love Chelsea. And every time people criticize you for your bad play, you want to be like, "Oh, God's gonna help me through His time of struggle and all this criticism. I will rise above it, and the good Lord will set me free." Well, you're not playing like a player who believes that God's actually gonna set you free. You're not playing like a player that has trust in Him. You're not giving because God says to give your best. You're not giving your best. And if you are giving your best is obviously not enough. And God can't work a miracle every match for you. So I'm gonna need you to just give us the pure profit. Pack it up, old man. Pack it up. Just go. Leave us alone. Leave us alone, man. If it's not Robert Sanchez, it's you. And whenever Robert Sanchez makes a bozo mistake, you want to look at Robert Sanchez. I see all the pictures on Twitter. You want to look at Robert Sanchez like he's the stupidest decision maker on the team when you giving him a run for his money. You're giving him a run for his money. Joral Hato, to be honest, for now he's just a cup game player. Andre Santos, for now, you're just a cup game player. Pedro Neto is literally a one-trick pony. He's not good enough to start. I don't know why. And the thing is, I know why. Actually, I do know why. I do know why. Pedro Neto gets played because he tracks back on defense all the time. And he's like Bruno. He's like a pure passion first. That's all these Portuguese, these Argentine players. They just passion. But play. That's what we want. And the funny thing is, our spawn directors, I'm going to come to y'all just now. But Pedro Neto, to be honest, I think he could be a good fullback because he's pretty good at one-on-one defense. But going forward on one-on-one, he's a better defender than he is an attacker. Let that sink in. Pedro Neto is a better defender than he is an attacker, bro. He might just be a fullback. He might just be one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world. And he's not even the best because Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, and even Cucurella is better than him going forward on attack. Let's talk about it. Cucurella had a great goal tally last season. Pedro Neto is just feint. If you don't bite for the feint, step over, take it to the byline, cut back. Or inaccurate cross and gives it away. Now we're getting countered. Please tell me, other than feint and try to beat his man or step over, take it to the byline, cut back, what's his second most reliable weapon in attack? Please, no, comment. And don't forget to like the video. But comment. What is Pedro Neto's second best weapon in attack other than a cutback? Because don't say it's his shot because his shot is not. No. Don't say it's his shot. Don't say it's his crossing because his crossing is whoa. No. So what is it? I feel bad for João Pedro because we have to play Enzo Fernandez at the 10. Our record signing that just keeps getting worse every game we play him this season. Yeah, I know he got a goal, but I mean, it's the least he could do from stinking up the place every other game. Because one game maybe good, next game maybe shit, and not even the shit that comes out smoothly. It's one of those constipated shits that make you feel like you're dying. It's one of those shits. One of those shits where you gotta hold your belly. You gotta when you're on your phone, you gotta put the phone down. You gotta hold your belly. You gotta take deep breaths. He's that type of shit. And now his shittiness is starting to rub off on my boy Kais. Kais baby. Caicedo. Caicedo can't do it all by himself. So now he's just like, yo, I'm not gonna play to this level if these guys are just bums. Playing like bums. Same thing for Reece James. Reece James, he's gonna have some spurts in the game. He's looking amazing, but he's not gonna keep it up all game now. Why? Because if you go down, if you get a card, his support on the right hand side is gonna get taken off. And then we put Gusto on. Gusto, man, just your next one. Your next one. Leave the club, bro. You had a runway, airport runway, into just mad space. You here talking about your first goal you want so bad, but you always cut back. And you come back for what reason? You're a coward, bro. You're a coward. How do I say that in French? How do I say that in French? Huh? I'm gonna find out right now. Malo gusto, you're a lâche. You're a lâche. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but you're a lâche. And for Enzo Maresca, I need you to grow. I need you to grow some paliers, man. Grow some paliers, alright? Grow some paliers. Realize that, hey, even though the spawn directors are messing up, what you could do with your board is you could just save all of these moments that you had to literally save the team by just relying on the attack. And when it comes to January time, you be like, hey guys, look at this. Brentford game, Man United game, Brighton game, Lincoln game. This is the defense you're leaving me with. Our B team is getting dunked on by Lincoln. And you can't even say that was the B team because who started the Lincoln game in defense? Who started the Lincoln game in defense? Let me pull up that lineup. It was Wesley Fofana and Trevor Chalobah. That's our starting lineup. Yeah. That's our starting lineup, bro. But here's the thing, Enzo Maresca, you can't even do that because you keep bombing the game after every time you get a red card or go down one. Like you just so negative with your subs, and it's like you're trying to outdo Arteta, bro. Or it's like you're trying to outdo Simeone. Like, bro, like this ain't the way going forward at all. This is not the way going forward. This is not the way going forward. And it's starting to rub off on your best players. And all I gotta say is, listen, Real Madrid, they're lurking around. They're looking at Cole Palmer. Liverpool as well is looking at Cole Palmer. Teams like Bayern Munich are eyeing Caicedo. Soon teams are going to be eyeing João Pedro. And then soon, if we don't change this, teams might start eyeing Esteval like a Barcelona, like a PSG. They might start eyeing Esteval. We better get Champions League football. This is for Enzo Maresca. This is for the Spawn directors. And Mr. Trust the Process, Todd Bowley. We better not regress after last season. We better not regress. Because you're getting me Spawn directors that never worked at a big club before in their life. I've done the research. Lawrence Stewart came from Monaco. Paul Winstanley came from Brighton. Joe Shields, he only worked as the youth director for Man City. He didn't work as the as the main spawn director, the youth director. So he was just looking at youth talent. I don't know what type of Jeffrey Epstein, Leonardo DiCaprio model we have going on at this club, but y'all gotta cut it out. Y'all gotta chill. Because everyone and their mom's been saying, yo, for the last couple of years, at least in the spine, get some winning midfielders in there with the know-how. We seen how useful Thiago Silva was, especially for the growth of Colwell, who is not our best centre back. You can do that for our striker, our centre mids, our defenders, and definitely could do that for our goalkeeper. Y'all think I'm chatting shit? Let me know in the comments, man. But I'm not even gonna come in here and get loud anymore. I'm just gonna talk some facts because I came into this season wanting to win. I want to go for a treble. That's how excited I was for this season. Cause at our best, we can beat the best, and we could beat the best in dominant fashion. It's a fact. But can we do it consistently, man? Not without the experience in the squad. Not without experience in the squad. I'm still for getting some of the best young talents in the world at the club, but you gotta have leaders there to guide them. That's been in that position before of being a great young player, but also correctly navigated their career into becoming a legend, like a Thiago Silva, like a Neymar, like a Messi. I see nothing wrong with getting some legends at the club that are not training staff, that are still active players that can guide these guys. Like the video, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's Jacob Jordan. I'm out.